In today's video, I'm sitting down with one of my clients, Gabor, who has closed 17 clients in his first 2 months of working together, which honestly is insane. Now, I want to be transparent because this is not a typical result. Gabor is a great salesman, which played a big role in his ability to achieve this result. But what actually allowed him to use those sales skills was us building a predictable, consistent client acquisition machine that allowed him to have a consistent flow of high quality sales calls on his calendar. And when you combine great sales skills with a predictable flow of qualified appointments, then this is what happens. Now, before we get into the interview, if you're watching this video and you're struggling with getting consistent qualified appointments on your calendar, you've tried multiple client acquisition strategies, maybe even cold email, and just haven't been able to create the consistency and predictability in your agency, and there's a link in the description where you can book a free strategy call with me personally. On that call, we'll dive deeper into your unique situation, your business, your offer, and see where you're currently at and what needs to happen in order to get you results. No pressure, no pitch, just an honest conversation on what needs to happen to get you from where you are to where you ultimately want to go. And if that's it for now, then I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. This is Tigor, the founder of the Cold Email Mastery Program. I'm here with Gabor, my client who runs a Google services or Google review management agency, and we're here to talk about some results since he joined the Cold Email Mastery Program. So before we dive in, Gabor, can you please explain who you are and can you tell a bit more about your agency?
Sure. So my name is Gabor. I run Repify. We do Google management reputation. We help property managers get their Google rank and make sure they get more clients this way. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. So you joined the Cold Email Mastery Program about 2 months ago, right? So what was your situation before you joined the program? Like, how were you getting your clients? What was the consistency there? And could you explain more a bit about that situation?
Sure. Yeah. So first, when I started, I did cold calls, and I would just call the business owners themselves and try to get them on a call. And I figured that cold email might be the best route to get more booked calls. And then I stumbled basically on Tigro because I didn't have that much experience with cold email. Therefore, yeah, I reached out to Tigro, and from there, yeah, the rest is history.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So what made you decide to join the Cold Email Mastery Program? I know that there are a lot of different programs out there that help with client acquisition for agencies. What made you, first of all, believe that this program will work, and what made you decide to, do cold email?
Basically the results. Like you have on your Instagram very clear the results that you had in the past. Also, you structure how you get the certain appointments also very well, which made me decide that you are actually doing what you preach, basically. Awesome. And as I told you, like cold calling was something I did, but cold email wasn't. And I was looking for someone that had the knowledge to basically help. And next to only having the knowledge, you also build it alongside me. So that helped to make the decision to jump in that adventure with you.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%. I feel like with most client acquisition systems, it's so important to have someone that helps you in the process, not just gives you the information and the knowledge, but actually helps you and be there in the process with you, that gives you direct feedback so that, instead of just wandering around, you know exactly what to do, right?
Yeah. Because in the past, I've worked with agents, like mentors. I can call you a mentor, right? Yeah. So I worked with them in the past, and basically what they did, they helped structure it in a way that it was feasible for me to do by myself, but without the knowledge and the real know-how, it never really got successful. Yeah. So I figured starting this new agency, I wanted to do it, structured in a better way.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's amazing, man. So what has changed since we started working together in terms of client acquisition, your consistency, predictability, appointments? Like, how has your agency transformed in terms of client acquisition since we started that partnership?
Yeah, so first doing cold calls, we did 4 to 5 appointments per week, which wasn't really, because if I wasn't working, I didn't book any appointments.
Yeah.
And with cold email, especially the way you set it up, it's ongoing, right? It's automated. So I at least doubled the amount of appointments to like sometimes 8, sometimes even more. So I now know exactly from month to month how many sales calls I'm able to do, which is really nice. So you can like look ahead 2 to 3 months to see also like what revenue is coming in to make decisions on that. That's really perfect.
100%. Yeah, I feel like, appointments are the bloodline of your business. And as long as you have a consistent stream of booked appointments, you're able to work your numbers and know exactly what is going to happen next week, next month, and even next year.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So, how many clients have you been able to close from the appointments over the last, what is it, 2 months of running these campaigns?
The past 2 months, I think we closed 16 clients. There's two in the pipeline. So yeah, let's say 17. If those two, let's say one closes, then yeah, 17.
Awesome, man. That's very, very good to hear. I'm very happy and pleased to hear that your experience has been so good. Now,
Sure.
if someone is watching this video, what would you tell them if they're like maybe on the edge of maybe trying or maybe not trying cold email? And yeah, would you recommend them joining the Cold Email Mastery program?
Yeah. So at first, as maybe other people in like the SMA space, they know about cold email maybe being a bit outdated, which I also thought to begin with. But then, yeah, Tigo made me realize that that is really not the case if you structure it the right way, have the right copies, having the right follow-up sequence. So if you're hesitant about doing cold email, go for it, and especially with Tigo because he really knows how it works. Um, yeah, I would just say hop on that call. I mean, ask there all the questions, right? That's the way to get the knowledge in the first place.
Yes. Awesome, man. I appreciate you taking your time to be with me on the call, and I'm looking
Sure.
to the rest of the partnership.
Likewise.